Hey guys, welcome back. So this is our next question from SQL 50 Leetcode Project Employees, question number 1071. So here's the question. We have two tables, projects and employees, and these are the columns. So we have project ID, employee ID, and then in employee table, we have employee ID, name, experience, years. So here's the question. Write a SQL query that reports the average experience years of all the employees for each project, rounded to 2 digits. Return the result set in any order, so we can sort this in any order. The query result format is in the following example, and here's an example. So here's an input. So you have the project table, you have these project IDs, and so for example, in project ID 1, there are 3 employees, 1, 2, 3, and then project ID 2, there are 2 employees. And then in the employee table, you will have the employee name, the employee ID, and the experience years. And we want the average of experience years by project. So in this example, the output would be for project ID 1, it'll be 2 years, and in project ID 2, it'll be 2.5 years. So since we are rounding it to 2 decimal places, so for the first one, they're telling you like this is how it's calculated. So for project ID 1, you have employee 1, 2, and 3. So employee 1, 2, and 3 have 3 years plus 2 years plus 1 year of experience. So the average would be 2 years. So it should be pretty simple. So I'm going to come back to our SQL Server Management Studio. And here I've already created the two tables, project and employee. And I'm going to leave the question on the right so you can see the question. Okay, let's start writing the code. So first I am going to select everything from my project table. I'm going to call it P, that's an alias. And then I'm going to left join just in case if we have something in a project where no one has worked, we still want to see 0 years of experience. If we do an inner join, we're going to just exclude that altogether. So we want to use a left join. Left join employee table. And remember, the left join is just grabbing everything from your left table and all the matches on the right table. And if there are no matches in the right table, it's going to return a null. So that's what a left join is. And here employee, I'm going to call it E. And employee ID is the column that's common in both of them. So we can just join it on the employee ID. So I'm going to say on P dot employee ID equals E dot employee ID. Okay. And so, okay, what columns do we need? First, we need the project ID. So the project ID is in our P table. So project ID. And then we want the average experience. So we're going to do average of experience years. So this is going to give us the average. And then we are going to group it by this column because we are doing aggregates. So I'm going to do group by here because we are using aggregate function average. Okay, so this should give us the average. Let's run it now. But you notice how it's giving you 2 and 2 here, but it should be like 2 and then 2.5. So we are just going to multiply this by 1.00 just to force it to have like 2 decimal places. Let's run it now. Okay, so now we are getting 2.5 and 2, and then finally we are going to round it to 2 decimal places. So I'm going to do round and then comma the number of decimal places. Let's execute it now. 2 and then 2.5. Okay, looks good. And then finally just give it a name. I think it's average years. So that should be good. I'm gonna copy this. Okay, I'm gonna come back to our Leetcode and I'm gonna paste our solution here. Let me run it now. Run successfully. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and thank you for watching.